What? Don't look at me like that. Just chugged a whole bottle of water down my gullet. Down here. The throat. You obviously all can see the title, and the reason I am being so quiet right now, like I always am, in this calm, collective voice that I have. This video is gonna focus on some weird stuff. Well, not weird, but, you know, funny weird, in that sort of way. So I want to start off by saying my intro. Hello everyone, this is Saki Nakado, Stuff of Funny Lent to Anime 2024 here. All of you already know the 4 options. Let's go. So, first off, if you guys don't see the title of the video already, this is a video update for not only all of you viewers for mangas and everything, but this is basically starting like a new session of mangas. Yeah, we'll see how this one goes once it's made. I don't know what the official release date is going to be. It's obviously going to be somewhere in the middle of Persona 3 reload time. Excuse me. So yeah. If you don't know what the channel It's Puppetry is, and by the way, that was an amazing live stream. 6 hours long. I stayed the entire time. Made a few jokes here and there in the chat for It's Puppetry. And speaking of It's Puppetry, I want to give a shout out to them really quick. They said that they're going to make a live action Moon Man and Red Man thing with this manga that they requested for me to make, you know, for them. This is basically a present for most viewers who know It's Puppetry, not the no with the N, but with the K. Like, you get what I'm saying. Who know the channel It's Puppetry, one of the best streaming channels on YouTube of all time. In Lazy Gaming 7780, I'm also giving a shout out to. He's a pretty good friend, and It's Puppetry are really cool people. I consider them as friends because, well, whenever I hop in, we have a blast, even though we don't know each other, you know. Lazy Gaming 7780 knows me fairly well, and, well, by this point, I kind of know It's Puppetry fairly well. It's amazing. You did a great job through that entire stream, dude. I know you wanted to quit so much, but you pushed forward. I don't know how you did it, but congratulations, dude. Congratulations. The thumbs up for everybody and the claps. Anyways, enough of that with the shoutouts and everything. You're probably like, oh, Gabe, just get to the damn point. Well, hold your horses now. I'm getting them, man. You know, my John Paulman personality with making amazing, if not horror, anime, manga, read-long stories with pictures. I can show you the gruesome of it all. Basically, I want every single viewer to go watch or rewatch Blood Rush Soul and the lore video for Season 1 and the second season. And if all of you want a lore video for Season 2, I'm more than happy to give you it, but where is Season 3 going to take place in all of this if somebody requests a Season 3 for Blood Rush Soul? I don't know where to put a Season 3 inside of this timeline for this manga series. I really don't know where to put it. This video may contain spoilers for Season 2 and Season 1 for who haven't seen it yet. So, basically, let's get the, little show on the road, shall we? I'm currently, gonna make this side, like, funny anime manga story inside of a separate notebook, thanks to a special viewer who actually sent me this for a present. I want all of you to look at the title right quick for this new manga that is going to happen on the channel eventually. And again, if you don't know what its puppetry is, this is called Rem and Ren, basically from Blood Rush Soul, meet Moon and Red Man, a comedy anime manga. Yeah. So yes, I am officially going to make the Moon Man and Red Man manga that they requested. Please, nobody get pissed off at me in the comments, especially its puppetry. I know they don't get mad at me, but I wanted to keep the words, like, for their characters, like, in context, if you would. For, like, just like the normal read-along thing. And I plan on it being funny. I do have to do some research before making this manga. And, Moon Man and Red Man, well, Red Man won't be that hard to draw, but with my, like, drawing skills, I'm trying to get really better. I've been looking at a few things, lessons online of how to, like, do better drawings. But us artists out there and authors of what we do are only good at what we do and can create. And I think that really means something, because that's really important to keep. Like, if you're an author and a writer like me and many other people, just be good at what you're good at. Okay, so enough of that, of revealing that. What is this manga going to be rated? Well, if you go down in the description, you will see. This manga, since it's a comedy and Blood Rush Soul, both seasons, are rated R, and I'm trying to make it funny with both Ram Samato and Ran Samato, basically the brother and the sister. Inside of inside of this manga, and you're probably wondering, is this manga really canon? No, it's not canon in the manga universe. This is really like the only uncanon manga that I'm making so far. Every single one that I've made for a series or by itself inside of the anime manga universe is canon. This is just meant to be, like, really funny. Like, like RWBY Chibi is really funny. Yujo Senki, aka Saga of Taina the Evil Chibi, is hilarious. I think it's really hilarious. So think of it like that, like the chibi version, but this isn't a chibi. This is like an actual, like, new manga, but it's meant to be funny. And you gotta think, just like RWBY Chibi, even though it was made by Rooster Teeth, just like how I made all my stuff by me, John Paulman, the writer, animation, manga, read-along, story author. That right there is just pretty much funny, and because I'm rating it PG-13 is because I don't really plan on there to be, like, any gore unless it's necessary for some parts. I mean, like, it can be funny in many ways from the ideas that I've had, and from watching that live stream, I've had ideas. And its puppetry is saying that they are really interested in seeing it and then making, like, a actual live action thing with this. And I told them that, well, you're gonna need somebody to cosplay as Ren and Rem, Basically, you're going to need a female protagonist and another male protagonist. But knowing their skills as well, I'm pretty sure they can fix that right up. Of course, they're going to have to get somebody to actually watch the mangas and learn about the characters. So yeah. Rem and Ren meet. Moon and Redman is going to be released some point this year. Like I said, it's probably going to be in the middle of the anime remake of Persona, Persona 3 Reload. And if it is and people want the other live streams for that, well, the first live stream of the Persona 3, since people voted for live streaming it, that has to process, and then the other episode gets out once the stream is done and you can watch it. It still has to process on the channel, so it can actually be like, watched and stuff. That's with every live stream. This, however, will not be a live stream. This will simply be its own story, just uncanon and more funny. Think of it like this. And I'm going to give another shout out to It's Puppetry. If you don't know them, go ahead and go check them out. They're really good. Think of it like this. For the people who know the channel It's Puppetry, the best streaming channel on the internet, in my opinion, along with me, but I'm just starting to get into the whole live stream system, so, I mean, there's plenty of videos on my channel, and I'm good at what I'm good at, Just, we're good at what we do. Anyways, they dress up as, Boxman, Moonman, and Redman, but they want to see for what I can do of how interested they are in this. They want to see what kind of creation can I make with this. Like, whether it be a short story or, halfway mid-chapter. And if people want second seasons and third seasons, then fine. This is probably going to be the most funniest manga I've ever made. Even though it's uncanon as all hell. But that's fine with me, alright? That's fine. I mean, I could probably use a break from making canon mangas, even though I really enjoy making them. And going into comedy, because we all know I'm, really big on making horror stuff. Going into comedy mangas for me is going to be a new thing, so if all of you don't get the joke, please don't feel like you don't have to comment, because you don't have to, but feel free to comment anything, and I will basically get the joke out there. And like I said, you are firstly and mostly gonna have to watch Blood Rushed Soul Seasons 1 and 2, and because there's a lore video out for Blood Rushed Soul Season 1, because It's Puppetry asked for both a second season and a lore video for Season 1. So that's all out there. And when you guys eventually get around to this, of watching this video and watching Blood Rushed Soul Seasons 1 and 2, and if you want to watch the lore video for Season 1, feel free. I mean, if you didn't understand it, go ahead. Feel free to watch that. It's alright. It would really help a bunch, But I want to thank It's Puppetry for recommending this. I think this will be a really neat project. Yet again, don't get pissed off at me if I, mess up the character design. Which is why I really want to show Rem and Ren only on camera, on the actual scenes. But if they want to see Red Man and Moon Man in there and see how the story goes, then sure. But you're gonna have to watch Blood Rush Soul. You're gonna have to watch that series to understand this thing here. Like, you would be wondering if you went in with a fresh start saying, who the hell are these characters? Go watch It's Puppetry and then go watch Blood Rush Soul on my channel. They're there. I mean, Moon Man, Box Man, and Red Man are very funny. I'm sorry, I don't know any of the other characters. Because I've currently been busy with, like personal things going on in my life. It's been really weird, but I'm not talking about the mangas and my YouTube channel. I'm just currently talking about life itself. It's been really weird, and, well, that's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm not putting any personal things out onto YouTube. I feel like all of you should know this. Say, like, when you're and this goes for my mangas, by the way, because, they're, like, very dark stories of the anime manga universe. Say that, you watch it and you're like, why is this so dark, It's because it depends on how I feel. If I'm in a good mood, it might get a good ending. If I'm in a mid mood, it might get still a good ending, but not what you were expecting. And if I'm in a really bad mood, if something made me angry in my social life, you're gonna get a terrible and scary ending. Yeah, there you go. That's John Pullman's endings for you. Like, in the stories in general, the characters you like will be washed away. And everything else. Like, I'm always in a good mood when I make my mangas, unless I'm trying to calm down and I'm working on them. It's really hard to explain. If you want to know more about this, then comment more about why I'm saying this right now, and it'll happen. But yeah, this is just been an update video for It's Puppetry in general, and you viewers as well. Hopefully it's Puppetry. Hopefully you guys go ahead and watch this video along with other viewers, and hopefully you enjoy this. Trust me, it's going to be a masterpiece of work. And yeah, we'll see where the story goes. I have really, like, a weird sense of humor, but you might get it. It's a mature audience channel. Like I said, it's going to be rated PG-13 and not R this time. So while all of you have the chance, go ahead and go watch the 2 seasons and maybe the lore video of Blood Rushed Soul, so you understand who these characters are. And go ahead and go watch It's Puppetry to understand who those characters are. And that being said, viewers, that's basically it for this video. This has been Saki Nakaido, Stuff of Funny Lent to You Anime 2024 here. And I'll see all of you in the next one, whether it be, like, another update video, more of my mangas that are canon to its own, like, potential storyline in the anime manga universe, and I'll see you all later in general with a bunch of other things via live streams too. Stay tuned for those. And as always, you know the 4 options. I don't have to say them by this point. Have an amazing day out there, viewers. Peace out. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching. And if it's Puppetry watch this, thank you so much for watching too, man. You guys are amazing. Keep up.